that 47. To his left, Levi Kitchen, the Moto 1 and 2 winners. So here we go.
Oh! A little contact right out of the gate by a couple of our riders.
And as we cross the Stasic Stability Cycle hole shot, who do we have up front? It was the 47 Yamaha of Levi Kitchen. He gets the early lead, but man, coming through the hole shot forest, boy, he had competition right beside him now. As we head down these long short shoots, we'll see how things are starting to establish. Looks like Kitchen is establishing himself as that #1 spot. Look at this though, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, all the way back. They're right there nose to tail as they roll into this 10 Commandments. Love this shot right here.
My favorite. To first lap, everybody through the Commandments at one time. 42 guys coming through, as wide as 7, 8, 9 riders. Actually, one rider going off the side of the track right there. But what this does is it just gives Kitchen breathing room.
Yeah, so here we go out of Storyland now. Position jockeying taking place. There's the 41 machine. Daxton Bennick again taking second, third. Seems to be a little buried back in the pack right now. Maybe not as much as I thought. There he comes around from third into the second place position as he's battling that Kawasaki ride. That is the...
Is that the Hitman?
Is that Lane Allison on the 53? No,
I think 98.
98, yeah, 98. That's Thomas Welch.
That's who it is, Thomas Welch.
Thomas Welch sitting 16th heading into this one with a 21 and a 13. So a good start for Thomas Welch also. Wow, mercy sakes alive. That was launch pad.
Bennett?
Yeah, Houston, we're coming in for a touchdown.
They weren't even cleared for landing.
No, they were not cleared for landing. That was oh! Out.
Number 96 we just talked about. Is that Levi Kitchen?
No, that is
96 or 98.
Thomas Welch.
Yeah, Thomas Welch.
Levi Kitchen crossing
out front, crossing the line.
Bennick now second, Garrett Hoffman in third, Maddox Jarvis in fourth, Brock Lassiter in fifth, Jack Chambers in the #6 spot, Austin Cooper-Carnitis in seventh, Charles Tolleson in eighth, ninth is Kyle Smith, the 22, Alexander Vestal, the 43, rounds out the top 10. It is Tommy Rios, Nate Mason, Luca Marsalisi 13th, Patrick Murphy in 14th, Dylan Kuna in 15th, Kobe Carper in 16th, Tyler Evans 17th, Sean Haymaker in 18th, Lane Allison in 19th, and Alex Ransom rounding out the top 20 here, as we say thanks to our friends at Cometic Gaskets, sealing championships since 1989.
And Levi Kitchen trying to seal one right here. 2.047 seconds first time around. Put that hole shot to good use, Rodney. He's got clear track. It's going to be quite some time before we run into any lap traffic, and he's making the best use of this clear track that he can.
Well, early Moto results would yield this if they were to finish with the way we saw them at the end of lap #1. Kitchen with a 111 would be your champion. A 232 for Bennick would be second. Hoffman would be third with a 763. Jack Chambers then with a 376 would be fourth. Brock Lassiter with a 6, 8, and 5 would be your fifth place position. Luca Marsalisi looking at 13th place position there at the end of lap #1, has a 4.213 right now, scored 6. So every position nearly that he makes really is going to bode well in his chances of moving up through the top 5 in the overall by the time these checker flags fly, Megawatt.
And that's what he does. You know, his heart rate is not up in 13th position right now. I can promise you that. He's a late race charger. He brings the heat from the very beginning, keeps a good solid pace, makes good paces, and he follows the program. So he's going to make it happen here.
Brock Lassiter moving up into the #4 position as he gets around Maddox Jarvis on lap #2 there. He's laying chase to Garrett Hoffman, your third place position aboard the #7. The gaps right now, Levi Kitchen with a 4-second gap between first and second, 5.2 between second and third, and only 1.1 back to fourth, and another 1.5 back to fifth.
Yeah, when you talk about the reason why, a 150.8 for Levi Kitchen, a 152.9, so 2.1 seconds quicker there. Garrett Hoffman comes in at a 155 as well as Brock Lassiter.
Well, we've got a battle here on the screen as we see the 41 Daxton Bennick in second. This is the battle, I believe, for third. This would be Hoffman and Lassiter as they exit the 10 Commandments now and roll into Storyland.
Man, that's some amazing drone work. The folks watching at home, they are absolutely treated to some of the best drone work I've ever seen in my life. Take a look right now. That battle you're talking about, actually, we've switched up to take a look back, but these guys only look less than a second apart, Rodney, and I got to tell you, it's going to heat up. A lot of these guys on lap 3 and 4, they've started to separate themselves. They've got the arms loosened up, the body loosened up, so we're going to see some battles right now.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the last of Maddox Jarvis just yet either.
Not at all.
He and Lassiter, he's trying to latch on to Lassiter on board that number 33 machine. He's only a second and a half back, and you can see that he is trying to keep that pace here in lap number 3. And so far appears to have done a pretty good job as our leaders make their way around the Polysport pond, and we see our leaders now making their way past the finish line. Levi Kitchen with a 150.342. That now the new fastest lap turned out here. 153.585 for Binnick. And here comes that battle for 3rd, 4th, and 5th. It is Hoffman, Lassiter, and Jarvis now in that number 5 position. Now, Jarvis picked his pace up. It's less than a second. I told you he latched on to Lassiter and was wanting that 4th place position back. And this is our chance to get to watch this unfold as they head from behind the billboard now.
Yeah, and you notice if we get back into this area right here, Maddox Jarvis has some really good lines back there. I've noticed he seems to close the gap up just a little bit. And as far as Lassiter is concerned, that guy does what he does. We saw him pick one up on the last lap around. He knows that right now, the further you get forward, the harder it is to make those passes.
Well, little mistakes here and there can cost you positions, cost you time, cost you a whole lot of effort. And right now it looks like that Brock Lassiter has been able to stretch himself out over Maddox Jarvis. Jarvis having a couple little bobbles, just little something there going on in the line choices or whatever, but nonetheless it's starting to stretch out a little bit. But don't be surprised if it starts to tighten back up. You know, we talk about these different places that these riders are better and things start to tighten up. So this might be one of those scenarios. And Megawatt, I see what you're looking at there. We mentioned Luca Marsalisi with each pass is only going to better his chances as far as working into a top 5 overall. What's going on?
Well, right now he's done exactly that, boss. He's put himself into the number 3 spot, currently running in that 9th position. 4.29 gives him 15. He was tied up with Garrett Hoffman there, but throw away that 1 point puts him up there. Now, the bad news is he doesn't have enough spots. If he gets to the win, he would tie Daxton Binnick on points, I believe. That's what I'm saying, and would win that tie because of a Moto win. But he's got his work cut out for him. He's going to race forward. He's going to race hard. Sitting inside that top 10 right now, sitting in position to get a podium overall for his week, and it can only get better for him.
Yeah, 4.29 for Marsalisi. Garrett Hoffman looking at a 7.63 with 16 points. So if Hoffman gets around Binnick, I believe, would still maintain the 2nd place position, but that then would put Hoffman into the number 3 spot overall. And again, you know, we're still kind of early in this race. We still got a little over 12 minutes left to go, but nonetheless, there's a lot of things that can still happen as we pick the action back up. That's Maddox Jarvis we're watching. And behind Jarvis is, I believe, Jack Chambers now. And Jack Chambers can also play spoiler here. He's got a 3.76.
Look at that.
With a 16. So all he's got to do is make 2 passes. All he has to do is pass up in the 4th place, and then he blows Luca Marsalisi's chances of a 3rd place overall out of the water. But then again, you got to take into consideration when Marsalisi, if he starts making more passes, that's going to jump Wood up too. So we really can't tell this one really until that checker flag flies.
I got to tell you, where it's at is that 3rd position overall. Dax Binnick pretty safe. I mean, he really is. And like you said, Chambers could get up there and knock Marsalisi out, but that's provided Marsalisi doesn't pass anybody else.
Right, exactly.
Or a bunch of people pass him, and I think the Hitman's going to work his way up from here just a little bit. Watching
Brock Lassiter now, your 4th place ride here in this 250B limited class at Loretta Lynn's as he makes his way into the heart of this racetrack around this big sweeper turn now. Lassiter again and Jarvis. He's trying to, keep at bay that number 33, all the while trying to track down the number 7 to the 3rd place position as we cruise through the finish line. Kitchen and Binnick are through now. 15 seconds, or actually just over 14 between 1st and 2nd, and another 8.3 back to 3rd. So again, these riders, if they can keep on point, Levi Kitchen and Daxton Bennick, they've got first and second pretty much dialed in with a 1-1-1 and a 2-3-2 for the riders respectively. But this third place position still way up in the air. We've got Marcellisi with 15 points. Garrett Hoffman has 16. Jack Chambers with 16. With 17 is Tommy Rios. Brock Lassiter with 18. So, I mean, we're looking at third through seventh place. Depending on how this race finishes, that could be all jumbled around throughout that top 10.
This one's far from over, man. We're talking 10 minutes of racing left. 9:55. Okay,
I know.
And we've had 37 possibilities of finishing positions in the last lap.
Wow. Jack Chambers, the man seemingly on the move there on lap number 5. He's riding that number 12 KTM with 6th place, trying to track down Maddox Jarvis. He was 0.4 of a second behind him, and I believe we may have seen that pass taking place. Well, we were doing some math and some chit-chat. Let's see what happens. Actually, Lassiter, I think, is reeling in the number 7 machine more so now. That was a 1.9 second difference, and it's not much less than that right now. But, wow, Lassiter really seems to be a little more aggressive at this point in the race as he's really trying to attack for that third place spot.
Yeah, Hoffman was alone there for just a minute, and then all of a sudden, man, you see Lassiter in the picture right behind him. Wow, that front end keeps coming closer and closer in each one of those pictures. And the guy is doing a great job of keeping us up on that race right there, because there's going to be a pass happening real soon for a challenge.
Yeah,
a challenge.
I see the challenge coming. There's no doubt about it. Around the Poly Sport Pond we head now. 6 laps down for Levi Kitchen. He slowed down to a 2:04. Something happened evidently. He's got only a 3.9 second lead over Daxton Bennick now. So we didn't see what actually happened. Bennick, you know, he's got to be pretty pumped up right now. May not mean a championship unless there's more problems for Kitchen than maybe a bobble or whatever the case may be. So we'll check in with that, see if we can get some answers on that. Right now, just watching Hoffman try to hang on to this third place position away from Brock Lassiter.
Right when it looked like Chambers had moved up, Marcellisi actually dropped another one, and he's in 8th position right now. So now 14. He went from 16 to 15. Now he's at 14. So it's just going to be a cat and mouse, point by point game till the end.
Yep, Jack Chambers 3.75 is 15 right now.
Right.
So I mean, he's got some room to play with as well. And if something happens in this battle right here, then that's going to change things up also. But, wow, great, like you said, great live drone footage coverage that we're getting here as we roll through the 10 Commandments and now in through Storyland.
It's incredible. As much as a cool racetrack, it's just a cool ranch.
It is.
Period. And like a Dorito, just a cool ranch.
Just a cool ranch, like a Dorito. I like that, man. That's a good one. You gotta put
Don't call me Post Malone, though.
Yeah, you need to put that in your back pocket for next weekend, man.
Cool Dorito. Cool ranch.
Cool ranch.
Just like a Dorito. What happened to Levi Kitchen?
I don't know. I'm looking to see. See, there he is coming through the sweeper turn right now. He looks to be okay.
And look at that.
He's still got about a 4 or 5 second lead over Daxton Bennick. So whatever it was, it doesn't seem to be affecting him at this point as the shirts are waving on the fence line as Kitchen makes his way by now. And here comes Daxton Bennick. He's also getting the same treatment. Go get him, go get him, go get him.
Number 7 machine, Garrett Hoffman coming through the Bermuda Triangle.
And now what's his rear view mirror looking like? We'd seen it 0.4 of a second, dropping to 2.2 seconds.
Was the pass made before or after the line?
It was after the line, but Jack Chambers just moved into 4th place around Brock Lassiter is exactly what just took place right there. If you're wondering what we're talking about, a 154.278. Lassiter's going to be trying to fight back now. Let's figure this with a 3.74 now, so that drops. So it's still Luca Marcellisi with 3rd place overall. And
gained another point there. Absolutely. Now he's got a 2-point cushion over Chambers.
Yeah, so here we go. So Chambers going to try to reel in Brock Lassiter. 3.4 seconds. That's going to be tough to do. We're down to 6 minutes right now in this race, Megawatt. And though that seems like a lot of time, that's 3 laps.
Yes.
And late in the race, 3 motos deep into this championship, it may be a little easier said than done.
It's a lot easier said than done, Rodney. And here we're moving into, coming up on 2 o'clock. It's getting into the heat of the day right now. Although compared to a lot of years, the heat of the day here, a lot more bearable. But these guys, like you said, we're at third moto. They've ridden a couple classes, almost all of them. And it might be a little tougher at this stage of the game than it was earlier in the week.
Well, I'll tell you, Levi Kitchen posting a 1:49.909 on lap 4 as his fastest lap. Whatever happened on lap number 6, he dropped to a 2:04. He, however, picked it back up to a 1:52.6 there on lap number 7, and 5.7 seconds back now is Daxton Bennick in the number 2 spot. That still gives Bennick a little hope because he can still see, I believe, the rear fender at occasion of the 47 of Levi Kitchen. Maybe not right now, but maybe, oh, yeah, there he goes around the other side of the billboard. That's how much distance there is as Bennick enters the billboard. Levi Kitchen exits the opposite side. That's now 9 seconds we're seeing between first and second place position. Garrett Hoffman in third, Jack Chambers in fourth, Brock Lassiter in fifth, Alexander Vestal is sixth, Luca Marsalisi is seventh, Tommy Rios in eighth, Maddox Jarvis now ninth, Lane Allison rounding out your top 10.
Shout out to the results folks downstairs. They gave us a sheet this morning, fastest lap times of the week as of this morning. And obviously, I think there's a real question going around with the ranch with Levi Kitchen dominating these motos, but he's not in that 250B class, which I think most people consider the most stacked. So now we have a comparison on lap times. Levi Kitchen, the 5 fastest lap times of the week.
Wow.
Of anybody. Stiles Robertson has the 6th and 7th fastest time. Levi Kitchen, the 8th fastest. Robertson, the 9th fastest. Matt LeBlanc, the 10th. So Kitchen dominating his motos. Now, it's a little bit of apples to oranges, obviously.
Right,
to compare
right.
a guy at a different track, a different time of day. I think in one class he's on a 450. But the bottom line is he does have the 5 fastest laps of this
That's
race.
impressive.
Yeah.
That's very impressive. You know, one lap is impressive, but when you can lay down the 5 top fastest laps consistently like that, that is very impressive.
And let's not forget that we're comparing him to the other B riders. Stiles Robertson is a pro sport rider in the A class. Robertson has the 6th and 7th fastest times. Not too shabby. Again, there's a margin of error here. We're talking a 450 against a 250. On this track, some guys would even say the 450 doesn't really help, but maybe it does. And different track conditions, different times, but still impressive either way.
No doubt.
Yep.
2-lap board is out right now. 9 laps down as Levi Kitchen checks in with a 153.5. That last time around, a 156
Make sure he knows that, Jason.
for Daxton
Make
Bennick.
sure Levi knows that as well.
41 of Bennick, 12.4 seconds now ahead. Garrett Hoffman checking in third. Jack Chambers in fourth. Brock Lassiter still in fifth as we look at the standings. Luca Marsalisi now bettering his odds at the overall third place position with a get this, a 4.26 and scoring 12. He now gains 2 more cushion points back there as Luca Marsalisi would be third overall if it finishes the way that it is now. 2 laps to go. Let's see, Jack Chambers is 3.6 seconds behind Hoffman, and even 1 more position's not going to do it for him right now. Luca Marsalisi basically is going to have to drop back in order for Chambers to get that third overall at this point.
But he's headed for Lassiter. He's over almost 2 seconds quicker, and there's a couple of 2 lap boards out right now. So he's on a mission right now, and Marsalisi does exactly what he's done all week. Not a great starter, and something I know they're going to work on. But that guy, he knows how to manage a race.
Yeah.
He knows how to stay consistent. He knows how to push forward, race forward, and not worry about what's behind him. He follows the program.
Yeah, and, you know, I mean, simply put, he knows how to ride and race forward really fast.
It's just impressive, and such nicest kid.
Yeah.
You know, when I speak to the young man, he stands and listens completely until I'm done. Wants to hear what I have to say. Wants to hear what criticism or critiquing or information there is, and then responds either with thank you or an answer to a question. I mean, it's just incredible to watch this young man analyze information.
Amazing the maturity of these young men.
Yeah.
1 minute and 21 seconds left on the clock. White flag out in this one as Levi Kitchen checks in with 10. Daxton Bennick in the number 2 spot, 14 seconds out.
So I believe we started this morning, 125C with a 1-1-1, and here we go in our 250B Limited, going to do the same. 1-1-1 for Levi Kitchen, provided he makes it through this last half a lap or so, going through the long short chutes right now, headed for the 10 Commandments one more time, and looking to put his stamp on the 250B Limited class history here at Loretta Lynn's. Daxton Bennick last time around, still holding that number 2 right about 14 seconds back. Garrett Hoffman in that third position, looking like he's going to get maybe a top 5 overall here, sitting currently with a 7.63.16. That puts him just behind Jack Chambers, who actually is sitting in that number 5 ride right now. Chambers looking at a possible 3.75 for 15. There comes your leader right now along the white sandy beaches of Loretta Lynn's. Up and over Mount Yamaha, that big Yamaha of Levi Kitchen looking good. Underneath that big blue banner, Blue Crew Commander Donnie Lutz happy right now, going to be down there wiping that bike off, getting some good pictures. Want to thank all of the Blue Crew guys down there, all of the dealers as well, for offering all the technical support. If you haven't done so, you need to stop by and pick up those Yamaha pit boards. They're absolutely amazing. A very, very cool souvenir, and another way that the Blue Crew has been here to take care of their riders. Checkered flag is out, and right now, Levi Kitchen making his way down to the podium right now. The cruise pump. There's Donnie Lutz. The bike's going up on the stand right now. Wow. Levi Kitchen from Washougal, Washington. 1-1-1.
I think I bent my front brake rotor when I fell. I got up and...
All right, getting a little information right there. The mic is hot down there on the podium. So hearing a little bit of information, sounds like Levi did fall over on that lap. That was a 204, and sounds like he may have bent a brake rotor. That's what it sounds like. So Rodney going to find all that out, going to confirm all that, and going to bring us that story here in just a moment. Coming up next, I believe we're going to be 65cc 10 to 11 limited. 65cc 10 to 11 limited. Oh, we're going to put in the 250 Pro Sport, it looks like. 250 Pro Sport coming up.
Megawatt, I tell you, that third place position finish, you want to talk about the family atmosphere of it and the excitement, and what a good ride here at Loretta Lynn's kind of means, man. It's almost emotional for me to see that, the excitement that this family has gotten out of that ride right there. And I know for his family's sake and for the hard work that he put in, that he's pretty stoked up about it too. And we want to bring over to the podium first this afternoon for a third place in Moto Bronze on the afternoon for this 250B limited class. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Garrett Hoffman. Garrett, buddy, I tell you, it may have seemed like you were out there on that track alone today, but I think from judging on the emotion that I saw under that tent with family members and what we're hearing here from this crowd, you were not alone a bit today, buddy. Great ride here today.
Dude, this is my first time ever on the podium in any race. And so everyone here supporting me, I just appreciate everybody. My trainer, Ronnie Tishner, he puts in more time than I think anybody here, trying to make me the best rider I can. And so I can't appreciate everybody else.
Well, take us through that moto right there. What made it so special?
Well, I was on the gate and my whole shot device ring wasn't there. So my dad had run back, grabbed the whole shot ring, came out to about a 4th, 5th start, and then made my way up to 3rd and just tried to ride my own race, not worry about everyone behind me.
That was an awesome ride, buddy. Who do you want to say thanks to?
Lord Jesus Christ for keeping me safe, above all. My mom, my dad, Ronnie Tishner, Moto Sandbox, Mira, Hoosier Tires, Maxima, 100%, Fly Racing, Back Connection, Clint Stapes for coming out and testing with me a little bit before this race, and everyone else, thank you very much. My brother's back home, everyone's supporting me. You have no idea how this just knees me, dude.
Garrett Hoffman, ladies and gentlemen, taking third place, Moto bronze here in the 250B Limited Moto 3. As we go to our second place finisher here, he'll get Moto silver, the 41, going 2-3-2 for second overall. Put your hands together for Daxton Bennick. Daxton making his way out from under the shady confines of the American Motorcyclist Association water tent there as they're getting refreshed and cooled off on this one. And wow, Daxton, great race this weekend as you walk up. A lot to ponder for you, I'm sure, heading into this one. Everyone's hard work and everyone's heart is certainly set on winning the national championship, and you come up here and you grab yourself second today and second for the week. Congratulations, buddy.
Thank you.
Tell us about this this trip. Tell us about this race and this second place in today's third moto.
It means a lot. 2 weeks ago, I broke my collarbone. Wasn't even thinking that I was going to be able to line up, and it means a lot to come here and get a podium. It's cool to do that, and looking forward to some more racing.
Awesome, buddy. Who do you want to say thanks to?
Lord Jesus Christ, keep me safe. My whole family, my trainer, Corey, KTM, Orange Brigade, Troy Lee Designs, Red Bull, Alpine Star, FMF, Scott Goggles, and everyone else. Thank you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Daxton Bennick, the number 41 KTM, second here today in Moto 3 and second overall. As we move now to crown our champion, he grabbed the Whole Shot Award from Stasic Stability Cycle. He goes 1-1-1 for the 250B Limited AMA Amateur National Motocross Championship. Levi Kitchen. Levi, I think, is over getting some congratulations as well here. So let's give him a moment here, and let's try that one more time, fans, because he just won the 250B National Championship here. Your 250B Limited AMA Amateur National Motocross Champion, Levi Kitchen. Now that's the way a national champion should be greeted right there. Levi, congratulations to you. Absolute perfection nearly, man. It seems like in all three motos this week. Reflect on this championship and what this means to you.
This is so surreal. Been working a long time for this, and to finally do it is just awesome, and especially to go 1-1-1 is a great feeling. I just can't thank Robin Sherry enough for helping me out with my fitness and stuff. It really, it completely changed my riding, and yeah, it's just been an awesome week so far.
So what does the future hold for you now?
Well, I plan to go home and do a little bit of fishing because I've been working for a while. So, and then after that, I'll just go A and see where it takes me.
All righty, brother. Sounds like you got a bright future. Who do you want to say thanks to?
I'd like to thank my mom and dad. My sister back home watched it. She couldn't make it. All my friends and family. My mechanic, Connor, doing an amazing job. Once again, real deal, and the whole Yamaha Rock River Yamaha team. Ed Torrance, Donnie, Joel from FMF, Bell Helmets, Monster Army, Moose Gear, Alpine Star, 100%. Just everybody that thanks me or helps me. Thank you.
Your 250B Limited AMA